In a small village, a cat named Whiskers discovered a magic fish in a pond. The fish promised 3 wishes in exchange for its freedom. Whiskers wished for endless fish, a cozy bed, and a bell that rang softly. The fish granted all 3 wishes and swam away, leaving Whiskers content and purring in the sun. Hello, and welcome to the Sleepy Physicist. I'm so glad you found your way here tonight. Maybe you're lying in bed, the lights dimmed, the world quiet around you. Maybe you're curled up in your favorite chair or listening as you drift off to sleep. Wherever you are, this space is for you, a gentle pocket of the night, where wonder and calm can sit side by side. Tonight, I invite you to join me on a journey through the solar system, a journey not of rockets and roaring engines, but of quiet orbits, patient cycles, and the slow, graceful dance of the planets. We'll leave the noise of the day behind and drift into the silent music of the cosmos, where worlds move in harmony, guided by the invisible hand of gravity. If you're already enjoying this quiet moment, I'd love it if you gave the video a gentle like or subscribed for more sleepy science stories. And if you're listening from somewhere special, a mountaintop, a little town, or just your favorite cozy spot, let me know in the comments. I love seeing the map of bedtime slowly light up. This video, like all others here, is for relaxation and education only. It's not a replacement for medical advice or professional sleep help, just a peaceful place to let your mind float. So now, let's begin. Lay back, take a slow breath, and imagine the night sky stretching out above you, vast, ancient, and full of questions. Some nights the sky feels close, like a blanket. Other nights it feels endless, a sea of darkness sprinkled with light. Tonight it is both, close enough to comfort, wide enough to inspire. Let's start with a simple act. Close your eyes if you like. Feel the weight of your body, the softness of your pillow or chair. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breath, in and out, slow and steady. With each breath, let the day's worries drift a little further away. Let your mind become light, unburdened, ready to wander. Now picture yourself standing outside, beneath the open sky. The air is cool, the world is quiet. Above you, the stars shine with a clarity you've never seen before. There are no city lights, no clouds, no distractions, just the pure, ancient light of a billion suns. You tilt your head back, and for a moment, you feel very small. But it's not a frightening smallness. It's the kind that makes you feel connected to the earth beneath your feet, to the sky above, to the long, unbroken chain of people who have gazed up in wonder before you. And then you notice something special. Among the stars, a few points of light seem to move. Night after night, they shift their positions, wandering against the backdrop of the constellations. These are the planets, the ancient wanderers, the silent dancers in the sky. For thousands of years, people have watched the planets, tracking their paths, wondering about their nature. To the ancients, they were gods and omens, messengers and mysteries. To us, they are worlds, each with its own story, its own rhythm, its own place in the cosmic dance. Tonight, we'll follow their movements, not with telescopes or equations, but with imagination and wonder. We'll drift from Mercury's swift orbit to Neptune's distant path, from the warmth of Venus to the cold of Pluto, from the familiar blue of Earth to the unknown worlds beyond our sun. But before we set off, let's pause and listen. The dance of the planets is not a noisy affair. There are no drums or trumpets, no shouts or applause. Instead, there is silence, a silence filled with meaning, with patience, with the slow unfolding of time. The planets move in their orbits, guided by gravity, shaped by history, watched by those who care to look up. Their paths are not random, but ordered, ellipses and circles, resonances and harmonies, cycles that repeat over years, decades, centuries. This is the quiet dance of the planets, a dance that has been going on for billions of years, a dance that will continue long after we are gone. It is a dance of balance, of change, of beauty. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself become part of the dance. Imagine the planets moving around the sun, each at its own pace, each following its own path. Mercury, racing close to the sun, completes an orbit in just 88 days. Venus, shrouded in clouds, moves more slowly, taking 225 days. Earth, our home, marks the year with its journey, while Mars, the red wanderer, takes nearly 2 Earth years to complete its path. Jupiter, the giant, moves with stately grace, taking 12 years to circle the Sun. Saturn, with its rings, takes 29 years. Uranus, tilted on its side, takes 84 years. And Neptune, the distant blue, takes 165 years to complete a single orbit. Beyond Neptune, the dance continues. Pluto and the other dwarf planets, the icy bodies of the Kuiper Belt, the comets and asteroids, all moving in their own rhythms, all part of the cosmic choreography. But the dance is not just about orbits. It is about relationships, about the way the planets pull on each other, influence each other, create patterns and resonances that echo through the solar system. Jupiter's gravity shapes the paths of asteroids, protects the inner planets from comets, and creates gaps in the asteroid belt. Saturn's rings are sculpted by its moons, which themselves are caught in resonances and cycles. The dance is also about time. The planets move slowly, patiently, marking the passage of years and centuries. Their cycles are the basis of calendars, the measure of ages, the rhythm of history. The ancient Maya, the Babylonians, the Greeks, all watched the planets, all built their lives around their movements. And the dance is about change. The solar system was not always as it is now. The planets have migrated, collided, exchanged places. Moons have been captured, orbits have shifted, worlds have been born and destroyed. The dance is ongoing, unfinished, full of surprises. As you drift through this night, let yourself feel the peace of the planet's dance. Let yourself become part of the rhythm, the silence, the beauty. Let yourself wonder what it means to be alive in a universe where worlds can move in harmony, where time can be measured in orbits, where every night is a chance to watch the dance unfold. Take another breath. Let the quiet of the planets fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud, not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of the planets, a dreamer in the endless night. As you rest in the gentle darkness, let's pause and ask a question that has echoed through the ages. What is a planet? The answer, like the planets themselves, has changed and evolved, shaped by the shifting tides of knowledge, culture, and wonder. Imagine yourself thousands of years ago, standing beneath a night sky untouched by city lights. The stars are fixed, their patterns unchanging, their positions reliable. But among them, a few points of light move. Night after night, they wander against the backdrop of the constellations, tracing strange paths, sometimes looping backward, sometimes shining brighter or fainter. The Greeks called them planets, wanderers. To the Babylonians, they were omens. To the Maya, timekeepers. To the Romans, gods. For most of human history, planets were mysteries. They were not seen as worlds, but as lights, divine, unpredictable, powerful. Mercury, swift and elusive, was the messenger. Venus, bright and beautiful, was the goddess of love. Mars, red and fierce, was the god of war. Jupiter, the king, ruled the sky, while Saturn, slow and distant, marked the boundaries of the known universe. The ancient astronomers watched the planets with awe and anxiety. Their movements were tracked, their appearances recorded, their meanings debated. Eclipses, conjunctions, retrogrades, these were not just astronomical events, but signs, messages, warnings. The planets were woven into the fabric of myth, religion, and daily life. But as the centuries passed, the nature of the planets began to change. The invention of the telescope revealed that these wanderers were not just points of light, but worlds, disks with phases, surfaces with features, companions with moons. Galileo saw the mountains of the moon, the phases of Venus, the moons of Jupiter. Herschel discovered Uranus, Gala found Neptune, Tombaugh spotted Pluto. The planets became places, real, physical, tangible. They had atmospheres, weather, seasons, even the possibility of life. Mars showed polar caps and dust storms. Venus was shrouded in clouds. Jupiter had swirling storms and a great red spot. The solar system grew larger, richer, more complex. But with discovery came debate. What exactly is a planet? Is it simply a body that orbits the sun? Does it need to be round to clear its orbit, to dominate its neighborhood? The discovery of asteroids, of Pluto, of Eris and other distant worlds forced astronomers to reconsider, to redefine, to argue. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union offered a new definition. A planet is a body that orbits the sun, is massive enough to be nearly round and has cleared its orbit of other debris. By this definition, Pluto was demoted to dwarf planet, joining Ceres, Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and others in a new category. The solar system, once home to 9 planets, now had 8. The debate continues. Some argue for a broader definition, others for a stricter one. Some want to restore Pluto's status, others want to add dozens of new planets. The question is not just scientific, but cultural, emotional, even poetic. What matters more, the facts or the feelings? The orbits or the stories? But beyond the definitions, the planets remain what they have always been. Wanderers, dancers, worlds. Each is unique, each is beautiful. Each is a chapter in the story of the solar system. Mercury, closest to the sun, is a world of extremes. Scorched by day, frozen by night, battered by impacts, silent and airless. Venus, shrouded in clouds, is a place of mystery and paradox, hotter than Mercury, with a surface hidden beneath a veil of sulfuric acid and carbon dioxide. Earth, our home, is a blue oasis, alive with water, air, and life. Mars, the red planet, is a world of dust and dreams, with canyons, volcanoes, and the hope of ancient rivers. Jupiter, the giant, is a world of storms and stripes, with dozens of moons, each a world in its own right. Saturn, Lord of the Rings, is a place of beauty and wonder, its rings a delicate dance of ice and rock. Uranus, tilted on its side, is a world of blue-green clouds and hidden storms. Neptune, distant and cold, is a place of winds and mystery. Its moon Triton orbiting backward, its storms raging in the dark. Beyond Neptune, the solar system continues. Pluto and the other dwarf planets. The Kuiper Belt, the Oort cloud, the comets and asteroids, all part of the quiet dance, and beyond our sun. The universe is full of planets, thousands discovered, millions suspected, billions waiting to be found. Some are hot Jupiters orbiting close to their stars. Others are super-Earths, rocky and massive. Some are in the habitable zone, where water could flow and life could thrive. Some orbit 2 stars, some none at all, drifting through the galaxy as rogue planets. The definition of a planet may change, but the wonder remains. To be a planet is to be a world, a place with its own story, its own rhythm, its own dance. To be a planet is to be part of a system, a family, a cosmos. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine the planets, not just as points of light, but as places. Imagine standing on Mercury, watching the sun rise and set twice in a single day. Imagine floating in the clouds of Venus, or walking on the red sands of Mars. Imagine flying through the storms of Jupiter, or skating on the rings of Saturn. Imagine drifting in the blue haze of Uranus, or watching the winds of Neptune. Imagine standing on Pluto, looking back at the distant sun, a tiny point of light in the endless dark. Let yourself wonder what it means to be a planet, to be a wanderer, to be part of the quiet dance. Let yourself feel the connection between worlds, the harmony of orbits, the beauty of difference. Take another breath. Let the story of the planets fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all journeys are fast. Not all stories are simple. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of the planets, a dreamer in the endless night. As you rest in the gentle dark, let's drift deeper into the cosmic ballroom, where the planets move in their quiet, ancient dance. The solar system is not a random jumble of worlds, but a place of order, of patterns, of harmony. Tonight, let's explore the choreography of the planets, their orbits, their shapes, their rhythms, and the subtle music of gravity that guides them all. Imagine the sun at the center, a glowing conductor, its gravity reaching out in every direction. Around it, the planets move in paths that are not perfect circles, but ellipses, ovals that are sometimes nearly round, sometimes stretched and elongated. Each planet's orbit is unique, shaped by its distance from the sun, its history, and the invisible tugs of its neighbors. Mercury, closest to the sun, moves in the most eccentric orbit. Its path is noticeably stretched, bringing it sometimes much closer, sometimes farther from the sun. Venus and Earth follow nearly circular orbits, their paths smooth and steady. Mars, a little farther out, has a slightly more elliptical orbit, its distance from the sun changing with the seasons. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all follow orbits that are nearly circular, but their sheer size and distance give them a stately, unhurried pace. Pluto and the other dwarf planets far beyond Neptune trace long, looping ellipses that carry them from the edge of the solar system to regions closer in, then back again. The shape of an orbit is described by its eccentricity, a measure of how stretched it is. An eccentricity of 0 means a perfect circle. Values closer to 1 mean a more elongated ellipse. Most planets have low eccentricities, but comets and some dwarf planets have orbits that are highly eccentric, plunging them into the inner solar system before flinging them back into the dark. But orbits are not just about shape, they are about rhythm. Each planet moves at its own pace, its own tempo, its own period. Mercury races around the Sun in just 88 days. Venus takes 225 days. Earth, our home, marks the year with its journey, 365 days, a rhythm so familiar that we rarely think about it. Mars takes nearly 2 Earth years to complete its orbit. Jupiter the giant takes 12 years. Saturn, 29. Uranus, 84. Neptune, 165. These rhythms are not random, but connected. The planets influence each other, their gravities tugging and pulling, creating patterns called resonances. Jupiter and Saturn, for example, are locked in a 5.2 resonance. Every time Jupiter completes 5 orbits, Saturn completes 2. Neptune and Pluto are in a 3.2 resonance. Pluto orbits the Sun twice for every 3 orbits of Neptune. These resonances create stability, preventing collisions, shaping the architecture of the solar system. The orbits of the planets are also tilted, not all lying in the same plane. Most are close to the ecliptic, the plane of Earth's orbit, but some, like Pluto, are tilted at a sharp angle. The result is a solar system that is flat but not perfectly so. A cosmic disk with a little wobble, a little imperfection, a little individuality. The choreography of the planets is not static. Over time, orbits change, slowly, subtly, but inevitably. The gravitational tugs of the planets, the influence of passing stars, the migration of worlds in the early solar system, all have shaped the paths we see today. Jupiter and Saturn may have moved inward and outward, scattering asteroids and comets, shaping the fates of the inner planets. Uranus and Neptune may have swapped places, their orbits altered by the dance of gravity. Even now, the solar system is evolving. The orbits of the planets shift by tiny amounts each year, their periods lengthening or shortening, their shapes changing. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth, its orbit growing larger. The length of the day, the rhythm of the tides, the pattern of the seasons, all are changing, slowly, quietly, as the dance continues. But for all its complexity, the solar system is a place of harmony. The planets move in predictable paths, their positions calculable years, centuries, even millennia in advance. The cycles of conjunctions, oppositions, and alignments are the basis of calendars, the measure of ages, the rhythm of history. The ancient astronomers watched these cycles with awe and reverence. The Babylonians tracked the movements of Venus, predicting its appearances and disappearances. The Maya built their calendar around the cycles of Mars and Venus. The Greeks and Romans named the days of the week after the planets, weaving their rhythms into daily life. The harmony of the planets is not just a scientific fact. It is a source of wonder, of beauty, of meaning. The quiet dance of the worlds is a reminder that the universe is not chaos but order, not noise but music, not randomness but pattern. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine the solar system as a great ballroom, the planets as dancers, the sun as the conductor. Each world moves at its own pace, in its own path, but all are connected, all are part of the same dance. Imagine watching from above, seeing the orbits traced out over years and centuries. The inner planets whirl quickly, their paths tight and fast. The outer planets move slowly, their orbits wide and stately. The comets and asteroids dart in and out, their paths unpredictable, their rhythms wild. But through it all, there is harmony. The planets never collide, never stray too far, never break the pattern. Their movements are guided by gravity, by history, by the quiet music of the cosmos. Let yourself wonder what it means to be part of this dance, to live on a planet that moves in harmony with others, to be part of a system that is both ancient and ever-changing, to witness the beauty of order in the midst of the vastness of space. Take another breath. Let the story of the solar system's choreography fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of the planets, a dreamer in the endless night. As you drift deeper into the solar system's quiet dance, let's begin our planetary journey with the innermost world, Mercury. Small, swift, and elusive, Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, a world of extremes, a messenger that races through the dawn and dusk, often hidden in the sun's glare. Imagine standing on the surface of Mercury. The sky is black, even at noon, for Mercury has no atmosphere to scatter sunlight into blue. The sun looms huge and brilliant, more than twice as large as it appears from Earth, its light fierce and unfiltered. The ground beneath your feet is gray and battered, pocked with craters, ridges, and cliffs, evidence of billions of years of impacts and upheaval. Mercury is a world of contrasts. During the day, the surface temperature soars to 430 degrees and 800 degrees, hot enough to melt lead. But at night, without an atmosphere to hold the heat, the temperature plunges to 180 degrees to 90 degrees, colder than the depths of Pluto. The difference between day and night is the greatest in the solar system, a testament to Mercury's thinness, its vulnerability, its exposure to the sun's relentless energy. Mercury's day is strange and slow. It rotates on its axis once every 59 Earth days, but it orbits the sun in just 88 days. This means that a single day on Mercury, from one sunrise to the next, lasts 176 Earth days. If you stood in one place, you would see the sun rise slowly, climb the sky, pause, and then reverse course, setting where it rose, all over the course of months. The sun's path in Mercury's sky is a dance of gravity and motion. Because Mercury's orbit is so elliptical, and its rotation so slow, the sun appears to speed up and slow down, to pause and even move backward at times. In some places, the sun rises, sets, and rises again, all in the same day. The shadows are long and sharp. The light is harsh and unyielding. The world is a place of silence and extremes. Mercury is small, just a bit larger than the moon, less than half the diameter of Earth, yet it is dense, with a massive iron core that makes up most of its volume. This core gives Mercury a magnetic field, though much weaker than Earth's, and hints at a violent past, perhaps a giant impact that stripped away much of its outer layers, leaving behind a world of metal and stone. Despite its proximity to the sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet. That title belongs to Venus, with its thick heat-trapping atmosphere. But Mercury is the most sun-scorched, the most battered, the most exposed. Its surface is ancient, unchanged for billions of years, a record of the early solar system, a window into the past. Mercury has no moons, no rings, no clouds. Its sky is empty, its surface silent. The only visitors are the occasional comet or asteroid, and the rare spacecraft from Earth, Mariner 10, which flew by in the 1970s, and Messenger, which orbited Mercury from 2011 to 2015, mapping its surface, studying its composition, revealing its secrets. Messenger found evidence of water ice in the shadowed craters at Mercury's poles, places where the sun never shines, where the temperature is always far below freezing. It found strange, hollowed-out features called hollows, unlike anything seen elsewhere in the solar system. It found a world rich in sulfur, poor in iron, full of puzzles and surprises. Mercury's orbit is the most eccentric of all the planets. Its distance from the sun varies by more than 24 million kilometers, 15 million miles, over the course of its year. This eccentricity, combined with its slow rotation, creates the strange dance of its days and nights, its sunrises and sunsets, its cycles of heat and cold. Mercury's orbit is also the most affected by the curvature of space-time, as predicted by Einstein's theory of general relativity. The point of Mercury's closest approach to the Sun, its perihelion, shifts slightly with each orbit, a phenomenon that puzzled astronomers for centuries until Einstein's equations provided the answer. Mercury, in its quiet dance, is a test of the deepest laws of the universe. To the ancients, Mercury was a mystery. It appears only briefly in the dawn or dusk, never far from the sun, always elusive, always fleeting. The Greeks named it after Hermes, the swift messenger of the gods. The Romans called it Mercury, the god of commerce and travel. In China, it was the water star. In India, Buddha, the planet of intelligence and wit. Mercury's dance is a dance of speed and silence, of extremes and endurance. It is the first to greet the sun, the first to vanish into the night. It is a world of paradoxes, hot and cold, fast and slow, ancient and ever-changing. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Mercury's world. Picture the sun rising over a cratered horizon, climbing slowly into a black sky, casting long, sharp shadows across the gray plains. Imagine the silence, the stillness, the sense of being on the edge of the solar system's furnace, exposed to the raw energy of the sun. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to stand on Mercury, to feel the heat and the cold, to watch the sun's strange dance, to see the stars in the daytime sky. Let yourself appreciate the beauty of extremes, the resilience of a world that endures in the face of the sun's relentless power. Mercury's quiet dance is a reminder that even the smallest, most battered worlds have their own stories, their own rhythms, their own place in the cosmic ballet. It is a world of patience, of endurance, of silent strength. Take another breath. Let the story of Mercury fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Mercury, a dreamer in the endless night. As you drift onward in the solar system's quiet dance, you come to the second planet from the sun, Venus. She is Earth's sister in size and mass, but her world is shrouded in mystery, hidden beneath thick clouds, glowing softly in the morning and evening sky. Venus is the brightest planet, the first to appear at dusk, the last to fade at dawn, a veiled dancer, beautiful and enigmatic. Imagine standing on the surface of Venus. The sky is not blue, but a perpetual, sulfurous yellow. The clouds above are thick and unbroken, swirling with acid, hiding the sun and stars from view. The air is dense, the pressure at the surface crushing, over 90 times that of Earth, as if you were a kilometer beneath the ocean. The temperature is hotter than Mercury's. Despite being farther from the sun, 400 880 hot enough to melt lead, hot enough to bake the rocks themselves. The ground is a landscape of rolling plains, volcanic mountains, and vast fractured highlands. There are no rivers, no lakes, no oceans, only dry valleys, ancient lava flows, and the scars of impact craters. The rocks are baked and broken. The air is thick with carbon dioxide. The clouds rain sulfuric acid that never reaches the ground. Venus is a world of extremes, a planet where the greenhouse effect has run wild. The sun's light penetrates the clouds, warming the surface, but the heat cannot escape. The result is a runaway oven, a world where water cannot exist, where life as we know it is impossible, where the air itself is poison. Yet for all its harshness, Venus is a world of beauty. From space, the planet glows with a soft, creamy light, its clouds swirling in patterns of white and gold. The winds at the cloud tops race around the planet at over 350 kilometers per hour, 220 mph, circling Venus in just 4 days. The clouds themselves are layered, complex, full of mystery, hiding lightning, strange ultraviolet markings, and perhaps, in their upper reaches, the faint possibility of life. Venus rotates slowly and backward, taking 243 Earth days to complete a single turn on its axis, longer than its year, which lasts 225 Earth days. This means that a day on Venus, from one sunrise to the next, lasts 117 Earth days. The sun rises in the west and sets in the east, moving slowly across the sky, hidden behind the clouds, its presence felt only as a faint glow. The surface of Venus is young, geologically speaking, reshaped by volcanic eruptions, lava flows, and tectonic upheaval. There are vast plains of basalt, towering volcanoes like Maxwell Montes, and strange, pancake-shaped domes called coronae. The planet is covered in craters, but far fewer than the Moon or Mercury, suggesting that the surface is constantly renewed, the old erased by the new. Venus has no moons, no rings, no seasons. Its tilt is almost zero, its orbit nearly circular. The planet is locked in a slow, patient dance, its face always hidden, its secrets always just out of reach. To the ancients, Venus was a goddess, a symbol of love, beauty, and fertility. The Greeks called her Aphrodite, the Romans Venus, the Sumerians Inanna, the Mayans Kukulkan. She was worshipped, feared, celebrated in myth and art. Her appearances in the sky were omens, her disappearances mysteries, her cycles the basis of calendars and rituals. Venus is the brightest planet, outshining all but the sun and moon. She is the morning star and the evening star, appearing just before sunrise or just after sunset, never straying far from the sun. Her light is steady, unwavering, a beacon in the twilight, a guide for travelers, a symbol of hope. But Venus is also a warning, a reminder of the fragility of worlds, the power of climate, the dangers of imbalance. Once she may have had oceans, rivers, perhaps even the possibility of life. But something changed. Perhaps a runaway greenhouse effect, perhaps volcanic eruptions, perhaps the slow loss of water to space. The result is a world transformed, a planet of fire and acid, a sister lost to the heat. Yet even in her harshness, Venus is a world of fascination. Spacecraft have visited her, Venera, Magellan, Akatsuki, mapping her surface with radar, studying her clouds, searching for answers. Balloons have floated in her upper atmosphere, where the temperature and pressure are almost Earth-like, hinting at the possibility of life in the clouds, microbes that could survive in the acid, feeding on sunlight and chemicals, drifting in the winds. Venus is a world of paradoxes, so like Earth, yet so different, so beautiful yet so deadly, so close yet so hidden. She is a reminder that planets are not just places but stories, stories of change, of loss, of possibility. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Venus's world. Picture the thick clouds swirling overhead, the sun a faint glow, the ground hot and broken, the air dense and heavy. Imagine the silence, the stillness, the sense of being on a world both familiar and alien. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to stand on Venus, to feel the heat and the pressure, to see the clouds racing by, to know that you are on a planet that was once a sister to Earth, now a world transformed. Venus's quiet dance is a reminder that beauty can be hidden, that stories can be lost, that worlds can change. It is a world of patience, of endurance, of silent strength. Take another breath. Let the story of Venus fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud, not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Venus, a dreamer in the endless night. As you continue your journey through the solar system's quiet dance, you come to a world that is both familiar and extraordinary. Earth, our home. The blue dancer, spinning gracefully in the sun's gentle embrace, wrapped in clouds, alive with oceans, forests, and life. Tonight, let's pause and truly see our planet, not just as a place we live, but as a world in motion, a partner in the cosmic ballet. Imagine floating above the Earth, looking down at the swirling blue and white marble. The continents drift beneath you: Africa, Asia, the Americas, Australia, Europe, each with its own shape, its own story, its own dance. The oceans, vast and deep, cover most of the surface, their waves sparkling in the sunlight, their currents circling the globe. The clouds, ever-changing, cast shadows on the land and sea, painting the world with light and shade. Earth's dance is a dance of balance. It spins on its axis once every 24 hours, creating the rhythm of day and night. It orbits the sun once every 365 days, marking the passage of the year, the turning of the seasons. Its axis is tilted by 23.5 degrees, giving rise to summer and winter, spring and autumn, the slow, patient cycle of growth and rest. The moon, Earth's constant companion, orbits every 27.3 days, pulling at the oceans, creating the tides, lighting the night with its changing face. The dance of Earth and Moon is a duet, a partnership that has shaped the planet's history, its climate, its life. Earth's orbit is nearly circular, keeping the distance from the sun almost constant. This stability is a gift, a reason for the gentle climate, the regular seasons, the possibility of life. The planet's atmosphere, a thin layer of nitrogen, oxygen, and trace gases, protects the surface from radiation, moderates the temperature, and provides the air we breathe. But Earth's dance is not just about motion, it is about life. Nowhere else in the solar system, as far as we know, is there a world so rich, so diverse, so alive. The forests breathe, the oceans teem, the deserts shimmer, the mountains rise. Life is everywhere. in the soil, the water, the air, the ice, the fire. From the deepest trench to the highest peak, from the hottest desert to the coldest pole, Earth is alive. The planet's surface is constantly changing. The continents drift, carried by the slow movement of tectonic plates. Mountains rise and fall, oceans open and close, volcanoes erupt, earthquakes shake the ground. The water cycle moves endlessly. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, linking the sea, the sky, the land, and all living things. The atmosphere, too, is in motion. Winds circle the globe, carrying heat from the equator to the poles, shaping the weather, driving the climate. Storms rage, clouds gather, rain falls, snow drifts. The air is alive with movement, with energy, with the breath of life. Earth's magnetic field, generated by the spinning iron core, shields the planet from the solar wind, creating the auroras, protecting the atmosphere, guiding the compass. The field is invisible, but its effects are everywhere, a silent partner in the dance. The planet's history is written in its rocks, its ice, its fossils. Earth is 4.5 billion years old, born from the dust and gas of the early solar system. It has seen fire and ice, impact and erosion, extinction and evolution. Life began in the oceans, moved onto the land, took to the air. Dinosaurs ruled, then vanished. Mammals rose, and one species, ours, learned to wonder, to dream, to look up at the stars. Earth's dance is not always gentle. The planet has known catastrophe, asteroid impacts, supervolcanoes, ice ages, mass extinctions. Yet, through it all, life has endured, adapted, flourished. The resilience of Earth is a testament to the power of change, the beauty of diversity, the miracle of life. To the ancients, Earth was the center of the universe, the unmoving stage on which the sun, moon, and planets danced. Now we know that Earth is a dancer too, spinning, orbiting, moving through the galaxy at 220 kilometers per second, circling the center of the Milky Way every 225 million years. Earth is unique, but not alone. It is part of a family of worlds, each with its own story, its own dance, its own beauty. Yet for us, Earth is special, a world of water and air, of green and blue, of life and love. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Earth's world. Picture the continents drifting, the oceans circling, the clouds swirling, the moon rising and setting, the sun climbing and falling. Imagine the forests breathing, the rivers flowing, the animals moving, the people living, loving, dreaming. Let yourself wonder what it means to be alive on Earth, to be part of this dance, to share this world with all its creatures, all its stories, all its possibilities. Let yourself feel the connection between land and sea, sky and ground, life and planet. Earth's quiet dance is a reminder that beauty can be found in the familiar, that wonder can be found in the ordinary, that life is a miracle worth cherishing. Take another breath. Let the story of Earth fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the world remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler on Earth, a witness to the quiet dance of the blue planet, a dreamer in the endless night. As you continue your journey through the solar system's quiet dance, you come to a world that has captured human imagination for centuries. Mars, the red wanderer, glowing like a coal in the night sky, is both a neighbor and a mystery, a planet of deserts and dust storms, of ancient rivers and frozen poles, of hope and longing. Imagine standing on the surface of Mars. The sky is butterscotch, tinged with pink and gold, colored by the fine dust that floats in the thin air. The sun is smaller and dimmer than on Earth, casting a pale cold light across a landscape of rocks, sand, and mountains. The ground is red, stained by iron oxide, rust, giving Mars its distinctive hue. The air is thin, less than 1% the pressure of Earth's atmosphere, made mostly of carbon dioxide. The wind can be fierce, whipping up dust storms that can cover the entire planet for weeks, turning day into twilight, hiding the sun, erasing the horizon. The temperature swings wildly, from a chilly 60-degree 80 degrees at the equator to 125-degree 195-degree at the poles. Yet, for all its harshness, Mars is a world of beauty. The landscape is sculpted by volcanoes, canyons, and craters. Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, rises 3 times higher than Mount Everest. Valles Marineris, a canyon system as long as the United States, cuts deep into the crust, its walls layered with the history of the planet. The poles are capped with ice, water ice in the winter, carbon dioxide frost in the summer. In spring, the ice sublimates, turning directly from solid to gas, creating winds and clouds, shaping the weather, marking the seasons. The seasons on Mars are longer than on Earth, each lasting about 6 months. As the planet takes 687 days to complete its orbit, Mars has 2 tiny moons. Phobos and Deimos, captured asteroids that race across the sky, rising and setting in a matter of hours. Phobos, the larger, orbits so close that it appears to move backward, rising in the west and setting in the east, its surface scarred by grooves and craters, its fate sealed by a slow spiral toward the planet, where it will one day break apart. Mars is a world of silence. There are no birds, no insects, no forests, no rivers. At least, not anymore. But the evidence of water is everywhere. Dry riverbeds, ancient deltas, layered sediments, minerals that form only in the presence of liquid water. Once, Mars may have been a blue world, with lakes, seas, and perhaps even an ocean. Now, the water is locked in ice, hidden beneath the surface, waiting for a new spring. The search for life on Mars is one of the great quests of science. Robotic explorers, Viking, Pathfinder, Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, Perseverance, have roamed the surface, drilling, sampling, searching for signs of life, past or present. The results are tantalizing: organic molecules, methane plumes, strange patterns in the soil. The answer is not yet clear, but the hope remains. Mars is also a world of dreams. For centuries, people have imagined traveling to Mars, living on its surface, building cities beneath its sky. Science fiction writers have filled the red planet with canals, civilizations, and mysteries. Engineers and visionaries plan missions, design habitats, imagine terraforming, turning Mars into a second Earth, a new home for humanity. To the ancients, Mars was the god of war, a symbol of strength and conflict. Its red color was seen as blood, its movements as omens. The Babylonians called it Nergal, the Greeks Ares, the Romans Mars. In China, it was the fire star. In India, Mangala, the planet of energy and action. But Mars is also a symbol of longing, a world so close yet so far, so familiar yet so alien. It is a mirror for our hopes and fears, a canvas for our imagination, a challenge for our technology. Mars's orbit is more eccentric than Earth's, its distance from the Sun varying by millions of kilometers. This gives rise to seasons of unequal length, to swings in temperature and pressure, to cycles of dust and ice. The planet's tilt, similar to Earth's, creates polar caps that grow and shrink, marking the passage of time. The dance of Mars is a dance of patience. The planet moves slowly, taking nearly 2 Earth years to complete its orbit. Its day, called a sol, is just a bit longer than Earth's, 24 hours and 39 minutes. The rhythm of Mars is familiar, yet different, a reminder that time is both universal and unique. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Mars's world. Picture the red sands stretching to the horizon, the sun rising pale and cold, the sky tinged with dust, the wind whispering across the rocks. Imagine the silence, the stillness, the sense of standing on a world that has known both water and fire, both hope and loss. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to walk on Mars, to feel the crunch of dust beneath your boots, to watch the Earth rise as a bright star in the sky, to see the moons race overhead, to dream of life in the ancient riverbeds, to hope for a new spring. Mars's quiet dance is a reminder that worlds can change, that hope can endure, that the search for life is a journey worth taking. It is a world of patience, of endurance, of silent strength. Take another breath. Let the story of Mars fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the red planet remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Mars, a dreamer in the endless night. As you continue your journey through the solar system's quiet dance, you come to a world that is both king and guardian, a planet so massive that it shapes the fates of all the others. Jupiter. The giant in the ballroom. Jupiter is a world of storms and stripes, of swirling clouds and hidden depths, of moons and mysteries. Imagine approaching Jupiter from afar. The planet grows in your view, larger and larger, until it fills the sky. Its bands of white, brown, orange, and red wrap around its girth, painted by winds that race at hundreds of kilometers per hour. The Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth, swirls in the southern hemisphere, its color shifting with the centuries, its persistence a testament to the power of Jupiter's atmosphere. Jupiter is a world without a solid surface. Its clouds are made of ammonia and water, floating in an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. Beneath the clouds, the pressure rises, the temperature climbs, the gases become liquid, then metallic, then perhaps, at the very center, a core of rock and ice. The planet's magnetic field is the strongest in the solar system, trapping charged particles, creating auroras at the poles, shaping the space around it. Jupiter is massive, more than twice as heavy as all the other planets combined. Its gravity is a force to be reckoned with, pulling at the asteroids, shepherding the comets, protecting the inner planets from cosmic debris. Some call Jupiter the solar system's vacuum cleaner, its presence a shield for Earth and its neighbors. But Jupiter is also a world of beauty. Its clouds are ever-changing, their patterns shaped by winds, storms, and the planet's rapid rotation. A day on Jupiter lasts just under 10 hours, the fastest spin of any planet. This speed flattens the planet at the poles, bulges it at the equator, and stirs the atmosphere into bands and spots, ovals and festoons. Jupiter's moons are a solar system in miniature, at least 95 known, each with its own story, its own dance, its own beauty. The four largest, the Galilean moons, are worlds in their own right. Io, closest to Jupiter, is a world of fire and sulfur, its surface dotted with volcanoes, its air thin and toxic, its colors vivid and strange. Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system, its heat driven by the tidal forces of Jupiter's gravity. Europa is a world of ice and ocean, its surface smooth and bright, crisscrossed by cracks and ridges. Beneath the ice, a global ocean of liquid water may exist, warmed by the same tidal forces that drive Io's volcanoes. Europa is one of the best places to search for life beyond Earth, a world of darkness, but perhaps not of silence. Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system, bigger than Mercury, with its own magnetic field, its own history of ice and rock, its own mysteries. Its surface is a patchwork of bright and dark regions, of grooves and craters, of ancient and young. Callisto, farthest from Jupiter, is a world of ice and rock battered by impacts, its surface ancient and unchanging. Callisto is quiet, cold, and dark, a world that has seen the solar system's history unfold. Jupiter's other moons are a diverse family, some captured asteroids, some fragments of larger bodies, some shepherds of the planet's faint rings. Each moon moves in its own orbit, its own rhythm, its own dance around the giant. Jupiter's influence extends far beyond its clouds and moons. Its gravity shapes the asteroid belt, creating gaps called Kirkwood gaps, where the pull of Jupiter's orbit clears out the rocks. It captures comets, flings them into the inner solar system, or ejects them into interstellar space. It may have played a role in the formation of the solar system itself, its presence shaping the orbits of the other planets, protecting Earth from bombardment, or perhaps even causing chaos in the early days. To the ancients, Jupiter was the king of the gods, Zeus to the Greeks, Jupiter to the Romans, Marduk to the Babylonians. Its brightness in the sky, its slow, stately movement, its dominance over the other planets all made it a symbol of power, authority, and protection. Jupiter's orbit is nearly circular, taking 12 Earth years to complete a single journey around the Sun. Its distance from the Sun is 5 times that of Earth. Its year long and slow, its seasons subtle and muted. The planet's tilt is small, so its poles are not much colder than its equator, its climate stable and unchanging. Jupiter's quiet dance is a dance of strength and grace. It moves with confidence, its presence felt by all the other worlds. Its storms rage for centuries, its clouds swirl in endless patterns, its moons circle in a ballet of gravity and time. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Jupiter's world. Picture the bands of clouds racing around the planet, the great red spots swirling in the southern sky, the moons rising and setting, the auroras dancing at the poles. Imagine the silence, the power, the sense of being in the presence of a giant. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to float above Jupiter's clouds, to watch the storms from afar, to see the moons move in their orbits, to feel the pull of gravity, the hum of the magnetic field, the beauty of the dance. Jupiter's quiet dance is a reminder that strength can be silent, that power can be graceful, that beauty can be found in the patterns of clouds, the rhythms of moons, the harmony of orbits. Take another breath. Let the story of Jupiter fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the giant planet remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Jupiter, a dreamer in the endless night. As you continue your journey through the solar system's quiet dance, you come to a world that is both elegant and mysterious, a planet that has inspired awe for centuries, Saturn. The Lord of the Rings. Saturn is a world of golden clouds, swirling storms, and the most spectacular rings in the solar system, a planet that seems to float between reality and dream. Imagine approaching Saturn from afar. The planet glows with a soft golden light, its surface banded with subtle hues of cream, yellow, and butterscotch. But what draws your eye, what captures your imagination, are the rings. Vast, bright, and delicate, encircling the planet in a cosmic embrace. The rings are so wide that they could stretch from Earth to the moon, yet so thin that they would disappear if you looked at them edge-on. The rings of Saturn are made of countless particles of ice and rock, ranging in size from grains of sand to mountains. They are arranged in hundreds of individual rings, separated by gaps and divisions, shaped by the gravity of Saturn's moons. The largest gap, the Cassini division, is wide enough to fit several Earths side by side. The rings are not solid, but a dance of billions of tiny worlds, each moving in its own orbit, each reflecting the sunlight in a shimmering display. Saturn itself is a giant, second only to Jupiter in size and mass. Like Jupiter, it is made mostly of hydrogen and helium, with no solid surface, only clouds and storms. The planet's atmosphere is banded, like Jupiter's, but the colors are softer, the patterns more subtle. The winds on Saturn are fierce, reaching speeds of over 1,800 kilometers per hour, 100 miles per hour near the equator. Storms rage in the clouds, some lasting for months or years, some forming strange hexagonal patterns at the poles. A day on Saturn is short, just over 10 hours, as the planet spins rapidly on its axis. Its year, however, is long, 29.5 Earth years to complete a single orbit around the Sun. The tilt of Saturn's axis is similar to Earth's, so the planet experiences seasons, though each season lasts more than 7 Earth years. Saturn's magnetic field is strong, though not as powerful as Jupiter's. It creates auroras at the poles, invisible to the naked eye but glowing in ultraviolet light. The planet's gravity shapes the orbits of its moons, its rings, and even the paths of passing comets and asteroids. Saturn is a world of moons, at least 146 known, each with its own story, its own dance, its own beauty. The largest, Titan, is bigger than Mercury, with a thick orange atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, lakes and rivers of liquid hydrocarbons, and a surface sculpted by rain, wind, and ice. Titan is a world of mystery, a place where chemistry may hint at the possibility of life, a world that is both alien and strangely familiar. Other moons of Saturn are equally fascinating. Enceladus, a small icy moon, hides a global ocean beneath its frozen crust. Geysers of water and ice erupt from its south pole, spraying material into space, feeding one of Saturn's rings, and offering a tantalizing glimpse of a hidden, habitable world. Mimas, with its giant crater, looks like the Death Star from Star Wars. Iapetus has one side as bright as snow, the other as dark as coal. Hyperion tumbles chaotically. Pandora and Prometheus shepherd the rings, and dozens of smaller moons dance in complex, resonant orbits. To the ancients, Saturn was the most distant planet, the slowest wanderer, the god of time and harvest. The Babylonians called him Ninurta, the Greeks Kronos, the Romans Saturnus. His slow movement across the sky marked the passage of years, the cycles of planting and reaping, the rhythm of life and death. Saturn's rings were first seen by Galileo in 1610, though he could not make sense of them, describing them as ears or handles. It was Christian Huygens, in 1655, who realized they were a ring, and Giovanni Cassini in 1675, who discovered the division that bears his name. Since then, Saturn's rings have become a symbol of beauty, mystery, and the power of nature to create order from chaos. Spacecraft have visited Saturn, Pioneer, Voyager, Cassini, each revealing new wonders, new mysteries, new questions. Cassini, which orbited Saturn from 2004 to 2017, sent back images of storms, rings, moons, and auroras, flew through the plumes of Enceladus, landed a probe on Titan, and ended its mission by diving into the planet's atmosphere, becoming part of the world it had studied for so long. Saturn's quiet dance is a dance of grace and patience. The planet moves slowly, taking nearly 30 years to complete its orbit. Its rings change with the seasons, tilting toward and away from the sun, casting shadows on the clouds, revealing new patterns, new details, new beauty. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Saturn's world. Picture the rings arching overhead, the clouds swirling below, the moons rising and setting, the auroras dancing at the poles. Imagine the silence, the elegance, the sense of being in the presence of a world that is both ancient and ever-changing. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to float above Saturn's rings, to watch the shadows move across the clouds, to see the moons dance in their orbits, to feel the pull of gravity, the hum of the magnetic field, the beauty of the dance. Saturn's quiet dance is a reminder that elegance can be found in patience, that beauty can be found in order, that wonder can be found in the patterns of rings, the rhythms of moons, the harmony of orbits. Take another breath. Let the story of Saturn fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the ringed planet remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Saturn, a dreamer in the endless night. As you continue your journey through the solar system's quiet dance, you come to a world that is both subtle and strange, a planet that spins on its side and dreams in blue and green. Uranus. The tilted dreamer, Uranus is a world of mystery, of gentle colors and hidden storms, of rings and moons and a history written in silence. Imagine approaching Uranus from afar. The planet glows with a soft aquamarine light, its color the result of methane in its atmosphere, which absorbs red light and reflects blue and green. Uranus is a giant, 4 times wider than Earth, but it is less massive than Jupiter or Saturn, its atmosphere thinner, its clouds more subdued. But what makes Uranus truly unique is its tilt. Unlike the other planets, which spin more or less upright, Uranus is tipped over by 98 degrees. Its axis lies almost in the plane of its orbit, so that for part of its 84-year journey around the Sun, one pole is bathed in sunlight while the other is plunged into darkness. Each season on Uranus lasts 21 Earth years, a slow, patient turning from light to dark and back again. The reason for Uranus's tilt is a mystery. Perhaps a giant impact long ago knocked the planet onto its side, or perhaps a series of smaller collisions nudged it over time. Whatever the cause, the result is a world where the sun rises and sets in strange ways, where the seasons are long and extreme, where the dance is both familiar and alien. Uranus's atmosphere is made mostly of hydrogen and helium with a touch of methane. The clouds are pale and featureless, though storms and bands have been seen by spacecraft and telescopes. The winds blow at speeds of up to 900 kilometers per hour, 560 millimeters. But the planet's cold, colder than any other in the solar system, keeps the weather gentle. The patterns subtle, the colors soft. Beneath the clouds, Uranus is a world of water. Ammonia and methane ices mixed with rock and metal. The planet's interior is a mystery, but it is thought to be a slushy, icy ocean wrapped around a small, rocky core. Uranus's magnetic field is tilted and offset, creating auroras that dance in unexpected places, lighting the night with invisible colors. Uranus is a world of rings, 13 known, dark and narrow, made of icy particles and dust. The rings are faint, discovered only in 1977 when they blocked the light of a distant star. They are shepherded by small moons, their shapes and positions shaped by gravity, their origins still debated. Uranus is also a world of moons, at least 27 known, each with its own story, its own dance, its own beauty. The 5 largest, Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon, are named for characters from Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. Each moon is unique. Miranda is scarred by cliffs and canyons. Ariel is bright and icy, Umbriel is dark and mysterious. Titania and Oberon are large and ancient, their surfaces marked by craters and valleys. The smaller moons of Uranus are a diverse family, some captured, some formed in place, some shepherds of the rings, some tumbling in chaotic orbits. Each moon moves in its own rhythm, its own path, its own quiet dance around the tilted planet. To the ancients, Uranus was unknown, invisible to the naked eye. It was discovered in 1781 by William Herschel, who at first thought it was a comet. Its slow movement, its pale color, its distance from the sun, all made it a world apart, a planet of dreams and possibilities. Uranus's orbit is wide and slow, taking 84 Earth years to complete a single journey around the sun. Its distance from the sun is 19 times that of Earth. It's year-long and patient, its seasons measured in decades. The planet's tilt means that for much of its orbit, one pole faces the sun while the other is lost in darkness, a world of extremes and surprises. Uranus's quiet dance is a dance of subtlety and strangeness. The planet moves slowly, its colors gentle, its storms hidden, its rings and moons faint and mysterious. It is a world that invites patience, that rewards careful observation, that reminds us that not all beauty is obvious. Not all stories are loud. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Uranus's world. Picture the pale blue-green clouds, the rings arching overhead, the moons rising and setting, the sun circling the horizon for years at a time. Imagine the silence, the cold, the sense of being on a world that dreams in colors, that spins in its own way, that dances to its own rhythm. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to stand on one of Uranus's moons, to watch the planet fill the sky, to see the rings cast shadows on the clouds, to feel the slow turning of the seasons, the long journey from light to dark and back again. Uranus's quiet dance is a reminder that difference is beautiful, that patience is rewarding, that the universe is full of surprises. It is a world of dreams, of silence, of gentle strength. Take another breath. Let the story of Uranus fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the tilted planet remind you that not all dances are loud, not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Uranus, a dreamer in the endless night. As you continue your journey through the solar system's quiet dance, you come to a world at the edge of the sun's domain, Neptune, the distant blue. Neptune is a planet of winds and storms, of deep color and hidden mysteries, a world that whispers of the unknown and the uncharted. Imagine approaching Neptune from the darkness of space. The planet glows with a rich sapphire blue, deeper and more vivid than Uranus, its color the result of methane in its atmosphere and perhaps something more, an unknown pigment, a secret ingredient, a mystery yet unsolved. Neptune is a giant, nearly 4 times wider than Earth, but smaller and denser than Saturn or Jupiter, its mass packed into a world of ice and gas. Neptune's atmosphere is a place of extremes. The winds are the fastest in the solar system, reaching speeds of over 2,100 kilometers per hour, 1,300 km. Clouds of methane ice race across the sky, forming bright white streaks against the blue. Storms rage in the atmosphere, some lasting for years, some appearing and vanishing in days. The most famous, the Great Dark Spot, was seen by Voyager 2 in 1989, a storm as large as Earth, swirling in the southern hemisphere, only to disappear a few years later. The planet's weather is driven by heat from within. Neptune radiates more energy than it receives from the sun, its interior warm and active, its atmosphere alive with motion. The source of this heat is a mystery, perhaps the slow contraction of the planet, perhaps the decay of radioactive elements, perhaps something we do not yet understand. Beneath the clouds, Neptune is a world of water, ammonia and methane ices mixed with rock and metal. The planet's interior is thought to be a slushy, icy ocean wrapped around a small, rocky core. The magnetic field is tilted and offset, creating auroras that dance in unexpected places, lighting the night with invisible colors. Neptune is a world of rings, 5 main rings, dark and faint, made of dust and ice, shepherded by small moons. The rings are incomplete, clumpy, their origins still debated. They are a reminder that even at the edge of the solar system, beauty and order can be found. Neptune is also a world of moons, at least 14 known, each with its own story, its own dance, its own beauty. The largest, Triton, is a world of ice and nitrogen, with geysers that spout dark plumes into the thin air, a surface marked by frozen lakes and strange cantaloupe-like terrain. Triton orbits Neptune backward, a sign that it was captured long ago, a wanderer from the Kuiper Belt now bound to the distant blue. The smaller moons of Neptune are a diverse family, some captured, some formed in place, some shepherds of the rings, some tumbling in chaotic orbits. Each moon moves in its own rhythm, its own path, its own quiet dance around the planet. To the ancients, Neptune was unknown, invisible to the naked eye. It was discovered in 1846, its position predicted by mathematics, its existence a triumph of reason and observation. Its slow movement, its deep color, its distance from the sun, all made it a world apart, a planet of dreams and possibilities. Neptune's orbit is wide and slow, taking 165 Earth years to complete a single journey around the sun. Its distance from the sun is 30 times that of Earth. It's year-long and patient, its seasons measured in decades. The planet's tilt is similar to Earth's, so it experiences seasons, though each lasts more than 40 Earth years. Neptune's quiet dance is a dance of distance and discovery. The planet moves slowly, its colors deep, its storms hidden, its rings and moons faint and mysterious. It is a world that invites patience, that rewards careful observation, that reminds us that not all beauty is obvious. Not all stories are loud. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine Neptune's world. Picture the deep blue clouds, the white storms racing across the sky, the rings arching overhead, the moons rising and setting, the sun a distant, tiny point of light. Imagine the silence, the cold, the sense of being on a world at the edge of the sun's warmth, a place where the dance is slow, the rhythms long, the mysteries deep. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to stand on Triton, to watch Neptune fill the sky, to see the geysers spout into the thin air, to feel the slow turning of the seasons, the long journey from light to dark and back again. Neptune's quiet dance is a reminder that distance can be beautiful, that patience can be rewarding, that the universe is full of surprises. It is a world of dreams, of silence, of gentle strength. Take another breath. Let the story of Neptune fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the distant planet remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of Neptune, a dreamer in the endless night. As you drift beyond Neptune, the solar system's quiet dance grows even more mysterious. Here, in the deep cold and darkness, lies a realm of small, icy worlds, dwarf planets, comets, and countless fragments of ancient creation. This is the Kuiper Belt, a vast ring of frozen bodies circling the sun and home to the solar system's forgotten dancers. Imagine gliding through this distant region. The sun is just another bright star, its warmth a memory. The darkness is profound, but it is not empty. All around you, icy worlds drift in slow, patient orbits, some as small as mountains, others as large as continents. These are the remnants of the solar system's birth, the leftovers from the formation of the planets, the keepers of ancient secrets. The most famous of these worlds is Pluto, once considered the 9th planet. Pluto is now the best-known dwarf planet, a world of ice and rock, with a heart-shaped plain, towering mountains of water ice, and a thin blue atmosphere. Pluto's orbit is long and eccentric, taking 248 years to circle the sun, sometimes bringing it closer than Neptune, sometimes carrying it far into the dark. Pluto is not alone. It has 5 known moons, the largest of which, Charon, is so big that Pluto and Charon orbit a point in space between them, a double world, locked in a slow, silent waltz. The other moons, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra, are small and irregular, tumbling through space, their paths shaped by the gravity of their parent worlds. Pluto's surface is a landscape of contrasts. There are smooth plains of nitrogen ice, rugged mountains of water ice, dark regions stained by organic molecules, and bright patches that change with the seasons. The atmosphere, though thin, is dynamic, expanding and contracting as Pluto moves closer to or farther from the sun, creating hazes and frosts, winds and weather. In 2015, The New Horizons spacecraft flew past Pluto, revealing its surface in detail for the first time. The images sent back to Earth showed a world more complex, more beautiful, more alive than anyone had imagined. A world of glaciers and dunes, of blue skies and red snow, of mystery and wonder. But Pluto is just one of many. The Kuiper Belt is home to other dwarf planets. Eris, nearly as large as Pluto, with a distant, elongated orbit. Haumea, shaped like a football spinning so fast that it is stretched and flattened. Makemake, bright and red, with a thin atmosphere and a single moon. There are hundreds, perhaps thousands of other worlds, some named, some waiting to be discovered, all part of the solar system's quiet dance. The Kuiper Belt is a place of slow motion. The orbits are long, the years are centuries, the seasons last for decades. The worlds here are cold, their surfaces frozen, their atmospheres thin or non-existent. Yet, even in this deep freeze, there is change. The sun's distant warmth can still drive winds, create frosts, shape the landscape. Collisions between objects can create new moons, new families, new stories. Beyond the Kuiper Belt lies the scattered disk, a region of even more distant and eccentric orbits. And beyond that, the Oort cloud, a vast, spherical shell of icy bodies, the source of long-period comets, the edge of the sun's influence, the boundary between the solar system and interstellar space. The dwarf planets and the Kuiper Belt are reminders that the solar system is not just a place of giants, but of small, patient worlds. They are the keepers of history, the survivors of chaos, the witnesses to the birth and evolution of the planets. Their surfaces are records of impacts, of seasons, of slow, silent change. To the ancients, these worlds were invisible, their existence unknown. It was only in the last century that Pluto was discovered, and only in the last few decades that the true extent of the Kuiper Belt was revealed. The discovery of Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and others forced astronomers to rethink what it means to be a planet, to redefine the boundaries of the solar system, to accept that the dance is more complex, more inclusive, more beautiful than once believed. The dwarf planets are not alone in their dance. The Kuiper Belt is also home to comets, icy bodies that, when disturbed, can fall toward the sun, growing tails of gas and dust, lighting up the night sky, reminding us of the connection between the distant and the near, the ancient and the present. The orbits of the dwarf planets are shaped by the gravity of Neptune, by the history of migration and resonance, by the slow, patient unfolding of time. Some are locked in resonances with Neptune, their periods in simple ratios, their paths protected from close encounters. Others are scattered, their orbits chaotic, their futures uncertain. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine the world of the Kuiper Belt. Picture the sun as a distant star, the sky black and full of stars, the ground frozen and silent, the air thin or absent. Imagine the slow turning of the seasons, the long journey around the sun, the patient dance of worlds that have waited for billions of years to be seen. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to stand on Pluto, to see Charon rise and set, to watch the sky change with the seasons, to feel the cold and the silence, to know that you are on the edge of the sun's domain, a place where the dance is slow, the rhythms long, the mysteries deep. The quiet dance of the dwarf planets is a reminder that every world has its place, that every story is worth telling, that beauty can be found in the small, the distant, the forgotten. Take another breath. Let the story of the Kuiper Belt fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the forgotten worlds remind you that not all dances are loud, not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of the dwarf planets, a dreamer in the endless night. As you drift through the solar system's quiet dance, you begin to sense a deeper rhythm, a music that is not heard but felt. This is the music of gravity, the invisible force that binds the planets to the sun, the moons to their worlds, and the worlds to each other. Gravity is the composer, the conductor, the silent partner in every orbit, every tide, every resonance. Imagine the solar system as a grand orchestra. Each planet is an instrument, each moon a note, each orbit a melody. Gravity is the music that connects them all, shaping their paths, guiding their motions, creating patterns and harmonies that echo through the ages. One of the most beautiful expressions of gravity's music is resonance. Resonance occurs when two or more bodies orbit in simple ratios, when their periods are linked, their rhythms synchronized, their dances intertwined. Jupiter's moons, Io, Europa, and Ganymede, are locked in a 1-2-4 resonance. For every orbit Ganymede completes, Europa orbits twice, and Io orbits 4 times. This resonance keeps their orbits stable, but also creates tidal forces that heat their interiors, driving volcanoes on Io and oceans beneath Europa's ice. Resonance is found throughout the solar system. Pluto and Neptune are in a 3.2 resonance. Pluto orbits the Sun twice for every 3 orbits of Neptune, a relationship that protects Pluto from close encounters with the giant planet. The gaps in Saturn's rings, called Cassini and Encke divisions, are created by resonances with the planet's moons, which shepherd the ring particles, clearing paths and shaping edges. Resonance is not just a stabilizing force, it can also create chaos. When orbits drift into resonance, the gravitational tugs can amplify, leading to changes in eccentricity, inclination, and even the ejection of bodies from the system. The asteroid belt is full of gaps, called Kirkwood gaps, where resonances with Jupiter have cleared out the rocks, sending some into the inner solar system as meteorites, others out into the dark. Gravity's music is also heard in the tides. Tides are the result of the differential pull of gravity, the way the force is stronger on the side of a planet or moon closest to its partner, and weaker on the far side. On Earth, the tides are created by the moon and the sun, raising and lowering the oceans, shaping the rhythms of life, guiding the migrations of animals, the cycles of growth, the patterns of weather. Tides are not unique to Earth. On Io, Jupiter's gravity raises tides in the solid rock, flexing the moon by more than 100 meters, 330 feet, each orbit, heating its interior, driving its volcanoes. On Europa and Enceladus, tides keep the subsurface oceans liquid, creating cracks in the ice, powering geysers that spout into space. On Mars, the tiny moons Phobos and Deimos raise tides in the thin atmosphere and the crust, slowly altering their orbits, shaping the future of the planet. Tides can also lock worlds together. Many moons are tidally locked to their planets, always showing the same face, their rotations and orbits synchronized. The moon is tidally locked to Earth, as are most of the large moons in the solar system. Pluto and Charon are mutually locked, each always showing the same face to the other, their dance a slow, patient waltz. Gravity's music is subtle, but its effects are profound. It shapes the orbits of the planets, the paths of the comets, the structure of the rings, the rhythms of the moons. It creates order and chaos, stability and change, harmony and discord. Gravity also creates planetary interactions, moments when worlds come close, when their orbits cross, when their fates are intertwined. Jupiter's gravity protects the inner planets from comets and asteroids, but it can also send them hurtling toward Earth. The migration of the giant planets in the early solar system may have scattered the asteroids, created the Kuiper belt, and even delivered water to Earth. The planets also interact through gravitational assists, the technique used by spacecraft to gain speed and change direction by flying close to a planet, stealing a bit of its orbital energy. The Voyager, Galileo, Cassini, and New Horizons missions all used gravity assists to reach their destinations, riding the music of gravity to the outer solar system and beyond. Gravity's music is not always gentle. In the distant past, planetary interactions may have led to collisions, ejections, and chaos. The moon may have been created by a giant impact between Earth and a Mars-sized body. Uranus's tilt may be the result of a collision with a large protoplanet. The asteroid belt may be the remnants of a world that never formed, its material scattered by Jupiter's gravity. Yet for all its power, gravity is also a force of connection. It binds the solar system together, links the planets and moons, creates patterns and rhythms that endure for billions of years. It is the reason the planets dance, the reason the orbits are stable, the reason the solar system is a place of order and beauty. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine the music of gravity. Picture the planets moving in their orbits, the moons circling their worlds, the rings swirling around Saturn, the comets arcing through the sky. Imagine the tides rising and falling, the resonances locking and unlocking, the interactions shaping the fates of worlds. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to hear gravity's music, not with your ears, but with your mind, your heart, your imagination. Let yourself feel the connection between worlds, The harmony of orbits, the beauty of patterns that endure beyond memory, beyond time. Gravity's quiet dance is a reminder that the universe is not chaos but order, not noise but music, not randomness but pattern. It is a world of patience, of endurance, of silent strength. Take another breath. Let the story of gravity's music fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud, not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet music of gravity, a dreamer in the endless night. As you drift to the edge of our solar system's quiet dance, you may find yourself wondering, is this ballet unique? Or do other stars, scattered across the galaxy, host their own planetary dances? Worlds circling in silence, each with its own rhythm, its own beauty, its own story. Tonight, let's leave the sun behind and journey outward, into the vastness of the Milky Way, to explore the exoplanets, the planets that orbit other stars, the dancers in distant ballrooms, the worlds that remind us how much more there is to discover. For most of human history, the existence of other planetary systems was a matter of speculation and hope. The stars were too far, their light too bright, their planets too faint to see. But in the last few decades, technology and patience have opened new windows. We have learned to listen for the tiny wobbles in a star's motion, to watch for the faint dimming as a planet passes in front of its sun, to measure the subtle shifts in color and light that reveal the presence of a world. The first exoplanet around a sun-like star was discovered in 1995. Since then, thousands more have been found, hot Jupiters, super-Earths, mini-Neptunes, and worlds stranger than anything in our solar system. Some orbit close to their stars, completing a year in just a few days. Others are far away, taking centuries to circle their sun. Some orbit two stars, dancing in a binary system. Others are alone, drifting through the galaxy as rogue planets, unbound to any star. The diversity of exoplanets is astonishing. There are planets with dayside temperatures hot enough to melt iron, and others colder than Pluto. Some are covered in clouds of glass or titanium rain. Others may have oceans of lava or skies of methane or surfaces of diamond. Some are puffed up like balloons, their atmospheres bloated by heat. Others are dense and rocky, with mountains taller than Everest and valleys deeper than the Marianas Trench. Some exoplanets are in the habitable zone, the region around a star where temperatures might allow liquid water to exist. These are the worlds that excite our imagination, the places where life as we know it could arise, where oceans might lap against alien shores, where clouds might drift across blue or green or purple skies. But even the inhospitable worlds are beautiful. Each is a product of its own history, its own chemistry, its own dance. Some are locked in resonance with their stars, always showing the same face, one side in perpetual day, the other in endless night. Some are caught in the gravitational embrace of other planets, their orbits shaped by tides and tugs, their years marked by cycles of chaos and calm. The discovery of exoplanets has changed our understanding of the universe. We now know that planets are common. Perhaps every star has at least one. Perhaps there are more planets than stars in the galaxy. The solar system is not unique, but one of billions, each with its own architecture, its own possibilities, its own quiet dance. The search for exoplanets is a search for connection. We want to know if we are alone, if life has arisen elsewhere, if there are other worlds where beings look up at their own stars and wonder. We listen for signals. We scan for biosignatures. We dream of finding a twin to Earth, a place where the story of life has taken a different path. The methods of discovery are as varied as the worlds themselves. The transit method watches for the tiny dip in a star's brightness as a planet passes in front. The radial velocity method measures the star's wobble, caused by the gravitational pull of an orbiting planet. Direct imaging captures the faint glow of a planet next to the blinding light of its star. Microlensing uses the gravity of a star to magnify the light of a more distant star, revealing the presence of a planet in between. Each method has its strengths and limitations, its biases and surprises. Together they have revealed a universe of worlds, some familiar, some strange, all beautiful. The study of exoplanets is still young. Most of the worlds we have found are large and close to their stars, easier to detect with current technology. But as our instruments improve, we are beginning to find smaller, more distant planets, worlds that may be more like Earth, more like home. The next generation of telescopes, on the ground and in space, will allow us to study the atmospheres of exoplanets, to search for signs of water, oxygen, methane, and other molecules that might hint at life. We may one day see the colors of alien sunsets, the patterns of alien weather, the rhythms of alien seasons. But even if we never find life, the discovery of exoplanets is a gift. It reminds us that the universe is full of possibility, that the story of the planets is not just our story, but a story shared by billions of worlds, billions of stars, billions of dances. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself imagine the exoplanets. Picture a world with two suns, its sky painted with double shadows. Imagine a planet where the year is just a few days, the seasons racing by in a blur. Imagine a world of endless night, warmed by the heat of its core, or a world of endless day, its surface scorched by a nearby star. Let yourself wonder what it would be like to stand on one of these worlds, to see the sky filled with unfamiliar constellations, to feel the pull of a different gravity, to breathe a different air, to dream different dreams. The quiet dance of exoplanets is a reminder that the universe is vast, that the possibilities are endless, that the story of the planets is still being written. Take another breath. Let the story of exoplanets fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud, not all stories are fast, not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the galaxy, a witness to the quiet dance of exoplanets, a dreamer in the endless night. As your journey through the solar system's quiet dance draws to a close, you find yourself drifting in a gentle space between memory and possibility. The planets, each with their own rhythm and story, have spun their tales for you. Now, in the hush of the night, you are left with a sense of awe, a feeling of connection, and a quiet invitation to reflect. What have the planets taught you? What gifts do they offer to those who listen, who wonder, who dare to imagine themselves as part of their dance? The planets teach us about time. Their orbits are the clocks of the cosmos, marking the passage of days, years, centuries, and eons. Mercury's swift circuit, Venus's slow spin, Earth's familiar year, Mars's patient seasons, Jupiter's stately 12-year journey, Saturn's 30-year waltz, Uranus's 84-year dream, Neptune's 165-year pilgrimage, Pluto's 248-year odyssey. Each is a measure of time, a reminder that the universe moves at its own pace. The planets remind us that time is both fleeting and eternal. A day on Mercury is 2 months long. A year on Neptune is longer than a human lifetime. The planets have seen the rise and fall of mountains, the birth and death of oceans, the coming and going of ice ages, the slow drift of continents. They have watched the sun grow older, the stars change, the galaxy spin. Their patience is a lesson in perspective, their endurance a comfort in a world that often feels rushed. The planets teach us about change. No world is static. Mercury's surface is battered by impacts. Venus's clouds swirl in endless storms. Earth's continents drift and collide. Mars's rivers have dried and frozen. Jupiter's storms rage and fade. Saturn's rings shift and shimmer. Uranus and Neptune's seasons unfold over decades and centuries. Pluto's heart-shaped plane changes with the sun's distant warmth. Change is the rule, not the exception. Worlds are born, worlds die, worlds are remade. Moons are captured, orbits shift, atmospheres thicken and thin, surfaces are sculpted by wind, water, fire, and ice. The planets remind us that nothing lasts forever, that every ending is a beginning, that every loss is a chance for renewal. The planets teach us about wonder. Each world is unique, each story is different, each dance is beautiful. The rings of Saturn, the storms of Jupiter, the volcanoes of Io, the geysers of Enceladus, the oceans of Europa, the dunes of Titan, the canyons of Mars, the mountains of Pluto. Each is a marvel, a miracle, a reason to look up and dream. The planets are not just objects in the sky. They are places, stories, possibilities. They are reminders that the universe is bigger, stranger, and more beautiful than we can imagine. They invite us to explore, to ask questions, to seek answers, to never stop wondering. The planets teach us about connection. Gravity binds them to the sun, to each other, to their moons, to the comets and asteroids that share their space. Resonance, tides, and interactions create patterns and harmonies that echo through the solar system. The planets are not alone. They are part of a family, a system, a dance. We too are connected to the planets, to the stars, to each other. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of stars, scattered by supernovae, gathered into planets, woven into life. The water you drink may have come from comets, the iron in your blood from ancient collisions, the air you breathe from the breath of forests and oceans. You are part of the planet's story, and they are part of yours. The planets teach us about humility. For most of history, we thought Earth was the center of the universe, the stage on which the sun, moon, and planets danced. Now we know that Earth is a dancer too, spinning, orbiting, moving through the galaxy, one world among billions. The planets remind us that we are small, but not insignificant, brief but not meaningless, alone, but not isolated. The planets teach us about hope. The search for life, the quest for understanding, the longing for connection. These are not just scientific pursuits, but human ones. They are expressions of our deepest desires, our highest aspirations, our most enduring dreams. The planets are symbols of what is possible, of what is yet to come, of the future we can build together. As you rest in this gentle night, let yourself reflect on the lessons of the planets. Let yourself feel the patience of their orbits, the resilience of their surfaces, the beauty of their diversity, the harmony of their dance. Let yourself wonder what it means to be alive in a universe where worlds can move in silence, where time can be measured in centuries, where every night is a chance to watch the dance unfold. Let yourself remember that you are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of the planets, a dreamer in the endless night. Perhaps tomorrow night, you will look up at the sky and see the planets shining among the stars. Perhaps you will remember that you are not just looking at points of light, but at worlds with their own stories, their own rhythms, their own beauty. Perhaps you will feel a sense of connection, a sense of wonder, a sense of peace. Take another breath. Let the story of the planets fill you with calm. Let the slow, patient movement of the worlds remind you that not all dances are loud. Not all stories are fast. Not all beauty is obvious. You are a traveler in the solar system, a witness to the quiet dance of the planets, a dreamer in the endless night. Good night, fellow traveler. May your journey be gentle, your dreams be bright, and your heart always open to wonder.